welcome to the bar in the extra cozy style. It's getting cold in Russia.
Welcome to the bar.
Welcome to the Russian
Oh, wait.
bar.
We
It's
might-
getting
we-
cold in Russia.
We can't say those words.
What, Russia? Uh-oh. No?
Woo-wee!
Did I make it spicy?
You made it spicy.
We can't say Russia?
Well, you can say Russia,
But not like Russia.
but not like Russia.
Why not? What's wrong?
I don't know. Russia's
We're
scary.
not going to the Kremlin.
No, but you don't want to attract the Russians.
What? Are they here? Are they
might
listening?
be.
Hello?
Probably.
Is there any Russians listening? Hello? The Kremlin? We got to go to the Kremlin.
Isn't there more than one Kremlin?
I think there's like 14 Kremlins. They only tell you about the one.
What are you trying to do right
I'm
now?
tucking in my shirt.
Oh! Okay.
They only tell you about the one Kremlin, but there's actually 14 Kremlins. But they only tell you about the one Kremlin in Russia.
Oh. The big one.
The other 13 are secrets. They don't want you to know about the other Kremlins. You only get to know about the one Kremlin. It's very big, very tall. It's a mystery Kremlin. I've never been to the Kremlin before. Have you?
No.
Would you go?
Not right now, but yes.
Eventually, maybe you would
Eventually,
go
maybe,
visit the
yes.
Kremlin.
Yes.
At some point.
I would like to.
It seems beautiful.
Yeah.
It looks like a nice place.
Yep. We're cozy. Sorry.
Oh
I'm excited.
man, I am so cozy
I just
today.
I felt like having a super cozy
This one might be like extremely boring because we are super cozy today, and we are investigating the Kremlin.
Where did this Kremlin shit
I don't know.
come
This
from?
I literally just made this up. Literally just felt like saying Kremlin about 14 times because I
Oh.
think it's a cool word,
It is
and it
cool.
sounds like without knowing much about the Kremlin, it sounds like a pretty like cool place that you could just stay at for like weeks on end. I never left the Kremlin. It also sounds like it could be some sort of story where there was a person that just went to the Kremlin and never left the Kremlin. But they went to the wrong Kremlin.
Oh,
They went to the other 13 that you're not
and
supposed
then
to know
they
about.
found the Gremlin.
Then they found the Gremlin in the Kremlin.
The Gremlin.
The Gremlin, oh my god, the Gremlin in a
In the
Kremlin.
Kremlin.
We just started a kid's book called The Gremlin in the Kremlin. That writes itself. Literally. Someone out there needs to write The Gremlin in the Kremlin. That writes itself, and that rhymes perfectly.
Chabow! I was just thinking about how people get sad this time of year going into the winters. And I keep like seeing people being like, oh, just waiting for the depression to kick in. And I thought to myself, I'm not going to be that person this year. Not. Because I can choose not to. I mean, I think it only makes sense because we get less light. But at the same time, I don't have to wallow in my seasonal depression.
And you know what all the smartest people do?
What?
They move to Australia, where it's going into summer. So if you're incredibly smart and intelligent, you don't live somewhere that you don't want to be. So you just move to Australia. You can just move anywhere.
That's insulting because I consider myself intelligent and I'm not moving to Australia.
Who can puff up the most?
You.
Did I win puff?
Yes. You won, Puff.
I like it. Oh, what the heck happened?
Aww.
Leaving that color?
I don't know. It looks weird with the purple.
As soon as you said you weren't moving to Australia, the light came off. It was like, moo. It was like, but you should move to Australia. Moo. And the light like kicked out. Then it kicked back on.
I don't know why that keeps happening. Odd.
I don't know. I'm not sure. But I'm glad that you are channeling your inner amazing to just be
I'm gonna try.
be
I'm gonna Try my
awesome.
damnedest.
You're going to be as awesome balls as you can. That's
Yeah.
what you're going to be.
I'm gonna do my best.
And then if that doesn't work, just move to Russia. Yeah, go live in the Kremlin. Do they make crepes in the Kremlin? Is there Kremlin crepes? Is there a gremlin making crepes in the Kremlin?
I think crepes are French.
Is there a gremlin making crepes in the Kremlin? Imagine a gremlin making crepes in the Kremlin. Whoa, that could be cool. A crepe making gremlin in the Kremlin. What? I think that's a great idea. You don't like that idea?
I just don't know what to say.
You can keep adding on to it if you want to.
I can't. I feel like my brain is moosh.
Are you tired today?
No, actually, but I've been awake since 8,
Yeah.
and it's now 8-ish. I don't know.
Okay, so you're at the end of a day.
Yeah, I'm at the end of a day. A long day.
Fair, but it was
I
good.
did things.
It was a good day.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
alright.
Absolutely.
I feel like I need an eventful day. No, I take it back.
I knew you were gonna retract that statement as soon as you said that.
Take it back.
As soon as you said that.
Take it back.
I knew you were gonna retract that as soon as you said that. I need an eventful day. No, wait. Actually, I don't.
Depends on the event.
Actually, I don't. Maybe not an eventful day.
Depends on
I need an eventful day. No, scratch that. How about a non-eventful day? I knew you were gonna go back on that as soon as you said that. I'm like, what? That's not true. I could sense the non-trueness of it because we've been having a few eventful days and they do take a lot of energy. So that's why we're house coated up.
That's why we're house
chilling.
coated.
And it's so warm.
Yeah, this last week I've just
Oh
been
my
mushed
god!
up.
And then you kind of got a little half sick.
I did. I don't know what the fuck.
Yeah, so you were half sick, half mush blob. We had a few events that we went to, and then now we're just kind of trying to ease our way into what we know is coming in the frostier time of year here.
You know what? I don't mind it.
I don't mind. It's
I
fine.
don't mind it.
I do stuff in the winter. I do all kinds of things.
I like winter because it gives me time to nap and rest. It's not as busy.
If you channel your inner bear, it can be quite.
I love my inner bear.
If you channel your inner bear, it can be quite, exhilarating to go into the winter as your inner bear. I mean, you can just be a bear, live your life like a bear, essentially just sleep through the entire winter and wake up when it is nice again.
Yeah.
If you're not one of those people that chases summer, you kind of have to do that. But if you live the lifestyle where you chase summer, then, you can escape it because you can just chase summer, right?
I don't chase summer.
You just live in the seasons the way that they are. Mm-hmm. And I don't think even if you could, you would chase summer because you're not really that kind of person.
No.
You're just I am here. This is where I am. And I am not going anywhere. So yay.
I mean, I daydream.
So yay.
Yeah.
So yay.
I daydream. But
It is not too cold to go outside right now. I'm great. Yay.
What? I don't know where I was going with that sentence.
It was a daydream. And possibly you were singing a song. Were you singing a song?
No, I think that just happened.
Did it?
Yeah. But
Interesting.
yeah, I daydream about going places. But
Do you?
Not seasons.
Fair. I think you just like your Joker toque too much. So you just want to wear your
I
Joker
do enjoy
toque.
a good toque.
And you love wearing toques. So, I mean, if you went somewhere where it was summer all the time, you wouldn't be able to wear those sweet toques.
I never thought I was a toque person, but I think I'm like...
You are. You're more of a toque person than you
I'm
think.
growing into the toque.
Because you found some cool toques that you like now.
Yeah.
So if you
got
were
some good
somewhere where it
ones.
was summer all the time, you
I don't
wouldn't
have
be
a dinosaur
wearing
one yet.
You wouldn't be
Ow.
wearing the sweet toque. Yeah. You don't have a dinosaur one yet.
No.
How come you don't have a dinosaur toque? There's 8 bazillion.
I know. I almost got
Pick
one
one.
last year, but I
Pick
didn't.
one. Pick one. Pick one.
Okay.
Now I have to ask you.
Uh-oh.
It's an easy question, but what dinosaur would you put on your toque? Oh, nice.
What dinosaur would I put on my toque?
Like, if you had a toque that was specifically one dinosaur, which one would you go with? Like, what would your dinosaur toque be? If you were like, this is my dinosaur toque, and then you just had to pick a dinosaur, which one would be
it
your
would probably
toque?
be a raptor.
Raptor toque?
Yeah.
Sick. Love it. That's great.
I
I think
mean,
that's fantastic.
The likelihood of me being able to find Deinonychus on a toque is low.
Yeah, it's more of a rare one, eh?
Well, it's because of the Velociraptor thing.
Oh, yeah.
This
yes,
Velociraptor from Jurassic Park has now taken over Deinonychus because
yes.
that's
That is what it is.
That is what it is.
That is
So.
what it is. Fair.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
But that's, either that or Parasaurolophus.
That's cool.
Or Parasaurolophus. Depending on how
Parasaur.
you say it.
I like these balls.
I know you like balls.
Do gremlins like balls?
Probably.
Do gremlins have big balls?
No, gremlins don't have balls.
Fair.
That's why they like balls, because they don't have them.
That's fair. So is there a Russian gremlin trying to get my balls right now? You don't have to answer that question. I'm just trying to like hypnotize with my balls. My balls are hypnotizing.
Black Friday is hypnotizing.
Black Ball Friday?
You kind of look like you're going to murder me, and I'm a little scared.
What? Because I'm like trying to be
Is that what it
Russian?
is?
Because I'm Russian? It's my Russian vibes. I'm putting out Russian vibes, and that's why.
And like not blinking.
Okay, yeah,
just
that's
staring.
pretty. Okay, that's pretty intense.
Ouch,
I like
nice.
that. That was good though.
Thank you.
I think it's because I feel Russian when I wear this. I'm not gonna lie.
You feel Russian?
Yeah, I do. I don't know. I think it's the toque. I swear it's the toque. I swear it's the toque.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like the style that they wear when they go ice fishing.
I mean, Canadians wear those too.
I know, but they're more Russian.
Depends on who you ask.
I don't know.
Russians are more like the whole fur thing, I think. I think Canadians have like the flaps.
We got more flaps.
We got the
right?
flaps, I think.
And Russians are more fur, more like fur-esque.
I think so.
I think they're just a little bit more badass. We try, but we don't quite get there. We're pretty
Canadians are
soft.
not badass.
No, we just pretend. We're pretty soft. For the most part.
Mm-hmm.
But we could pretend. Oh, I got itchy eye.
Oh no.
Yeah.
That sucks. You
I think
right?
I got it.
You got it?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Oh.
A little itchy still. Thanks for putting lotion on my eye. I've been having a crazy dry eye season.
Crusty eye.
She has to put lotion on my eyes because they're so dry.
I don't know why it gets like that. It's weird.
Oh, strange.
It is strange.
What makes eyes get so crusty?
Winter.
Yeah.
Even though it's not winter yet, it's still technically fall. It's a new moon.
Is it?
We're
Do your
boring,
eyes get
so-
crusty when it's winter because of the cold?
It makes your skin more dry.
And then when your skin's more dry, it gets all crusty. You got a bit of a rash going on.
I
You
got
know
some
what? I
eye
didn't want to
rashes.
admit that we're kind of a mess right now,
We're
but
kind of a mess.
I guess we might as well just admit it.
Why are we a mess?
I don't know. We're trying not to be, but it feels like it's
I
just
know.
endless.
I think we're a mess.
We're just a mess.
Why are we a mess?
We need to write more books about Kremlins and Gremlins.
We need to get our shit together somehow.
How do we write a book about Gremlins and
I
Kremlins?
don't want to.
We made a song. Should we talk about that?
Hey there, weird shrimpy boy.
So me and Amanda occasionally make songs.
Yep. We do that once in a while.
And we decided and got inspired to write a new one,
We did.
which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
We'll do some internet thing to send out a link to the song, I suppose. We can do that. I'll figure that out. And if people want to listen to our new song, they can pump it. Pump it. Pump it wherever you are. Pump it in Russia. Pump it in Australia. Weird Shrimpy Boy.
It has been said that it is going to be the banger of the summer in Australia.
So we have been told that this song is going to be the banger of the summer coming up right now
Yep.
in Australia.
Yep.
So we've created a banger for Australia apparently. So there you go. And maybe if they want you to perform it and me to perform it, we could just go to Australia and perform it live somewhere in Australia. I mean, I don't know, we can do it on the beach.
All expenses paid.
Yeah, I mean, that would be the only way we could probably get there realistically. But I mean, if that could happen, then we could perform it on the beach in Australia and maybe like one of those like lifeguard huts or something. That would be sick.
That'd be cool.
So we could go perform our song in a lifeguard hut in Australia as it becomes the #1 hit, as we've already been informed that it is going to be, because somebody already said that. So we didn't say that.
Nope.
It was already put out there.
Yep.
So that's pretty cool.
Yep.
That's kind of a cool thing.
Yep.
I mean, creating a #1 hit in Australia is pretty big.
I say.
I mean, I think it is.
I think so.
You know, whether it actually happens or it's just pure positive thinking, I mean, whatever. It doesn't matter at this point because it's already made. And it's great. And I like it, and you like it.
I like it.
And it's got some great feedback already, so that's pretty cool.
Because it's Anomalic Harris, and there's not enough Anomalic Harris shit out there.
Yay!
Weird Shrimpy Boy!
The writing on it's pretty good.
It's pretty wonderful.
So, how do we write lyrics? Let's talk about that a little bit, because that's interesting.
How do we write lyrics?
Mm-hmm.
You word vomit, and I put it into a sentence.
Okay, that's kind of a good way to say it. So the way that we write lyrics is I mumble things and word vomit kind of melodies, splash out ideas as frequently as they come in, and then you tend to organize them into great structures. And then also add things and change them to the point where they fit perfectly.
I try.
So it's a pretty cool combo as far as our lyrical creativity goes together. You add some more descriptive notes. You throw a little Henry James in there, and you get a little descriptive with it. So, you know, if you're looking for more descriptions, do I keep? Is it the toque? No, it's the toque. It's the
Every time you
toque.
start giving me the fucking psycho face, I'm gonna do it right back. Be like,
We're in a toque stare down. You got Joker though. Hey, you come at me hot with that toque. See? Just like that. Out of absolutely nowhere, you throw in the Joker toque laugh, and I am keeled. But that's okay. Because I actually have a ton. This is pure vodka in this thing. That's what you don't know.
oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
sweet
Pure potato absinthe vodka.
potato.
At its strongest and most potent inside of this cup. Yeah. But writing lyrics is super fun. I enjoy writing lyrics with you. I write lyrics by myself. You write lyrics by yourself. But when we come up with stuff together, a lot of times it can be really good. I mean, like, we're both decent writers. Like, alone we're decent. But together we can, like, because like you say, we can bounce the ideas back and forth, right? So that's what I love writing, you know, songs with you. And I mean, I know we don't do it as much, but I feel like we're kind of getting back into it again. What do you think?
Yes.
Yeah. Same.
Yeah.
I think we're kind of coming back in. And like with the colder months coming around, we do have a bit more time for creativity, which allows us to dabble into creating new songs, writing new things. And I feel like we're kind of, with that one we just completed recently, kind of coming back into it.
Weird Shrimpy Boy, support our love.
If people want to listen to Weird Shrimpy Boy and support our love, and we're putting it out there,
We're putting
it's
it out there.
it's a great tune. Check it out. Like I said, I will find somewhere to put a link here. There's going to be a link somewhere that we'll try and get that out there. But yeah, that's cool. It's a cool tune. It's catchy. It's fun.
Yep.
It's a catchy, fun jingle.
I want to apologize for being boring. I didn't think I was going to be boring, and then
I don't think like we're that boring. We're just very
today is kind of boring.
we're very chill because of the situation of just being like incredibly trying to go, but yet at the same time just wanting to be cozy. I think maybe that's what it is.
Maybe that's it.
Yeah.
Or it's because I've been awake for 12 hours.
Well, yeah. I mean, you're
It's all
kind of
fun.
at the end of a long day too. So I mean, that could be it. Did you take a nap? Did you take a nap this afternoon?
I tried to,
Yeah.
and then you kept talking, so
I kept talking.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I told you.
I was downstairs half the time.
No, well, that was after I tried to nap, and then I'm like, okay, well, I can't nap, so I'm going to do my makeup, and I can't nap once I do my makeup. So no, I have not had a nap.
You have not had a nap today. She
No.
hasn't had a nap today.
I tried to. I laid down on the couch when you were sitting there, and this was before you got up and went somewhere, and I said, I'm going to take a nap now. And then you just kept blah, 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 blah. So I said, okay, well, no nap.
But then I left and I went downstairs because I thought that would be fine.
I told you. This was after I started doing my makeup that you went downstairs.
Oh, fine. So I maybe broke up your nap.
I have to learn to go into the bedroom for a nap.
That's fair. Okay, that's all right. If I'm bouncing around doing stuff, it might not pan out well. Because when I start to get bouncy and bounciness and doing different stuff
Well,
with whatever,
and
there's
you
bouncy,
didn't wake up until
whatever
noon.
stuff. I slept in pretty good, yeah. Ever since I listened to multiple people talk about how important sleep is, I've tried to do a better.
You're always good at sleeping.
I know this is not something that I have an issue with because I'm always aware of how important it is to get a solid amounts of sleep. Because you can't function if you're not sleeping well.
No, you can't.
And it goes hand in hand, man. I've listened to a lot of people talk about sleep, and it's not studied enough. Like, there's some people that are really, open to more studies about sleep and how important it is, but it's crazy important to how you function. If you're not sleeping well, it can throw off
You
your
ever
entire
watch those
day.
videos about
Like, it's so important.
what happens when you don't sleep?
Oh no!
It's scary.
Don't you start hallucinating,
That's
right?
part
If
of
you're
it.
not like sleeping well,
That's
you
part of
just
it,
start to
yeah.
get like really hallucinating and shit like
There's all
that.
kinds of crazy shit that happens.
Yeah. But it's super important, man. Like just sleeping well.
Oh yeah, I used to be a little bit of an insomniac,
Huh.
and I had my days where I shouldn't have been operating things that I was operating. You just you get loopy, really loopy. It's weird.
So you shouldn't have been operating like scissors?
No, more like handling live animals.
Handling live animals while you're sleepy is not recommended. Okay, well, that's fair. I mean, I get that.
Yeah.
Makes sense to me. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Sweet. Don't do that.
Don't do it.
Don't handle live animals if you're sleepy because it might.
Especially if those
not turn
animals
out
can
well.
potentially hurt you.
Yeah,
Just don't do it. It's not worth it.
it might not turn out well.
No.
Huh. Okay. Well, that's good tips.
Yeah.
That's good tips.
Yeah. I'm still trying to figure out if we work better by having a plan or by not having a plan.
We never have a plan.
Sometimes we do. Like when we did our Guinness episode, there was a bit of a plan.
Oh, for this? I thought you
Yeah.
meant like for life.
Oh, fuck
Yeah.
no.
Yeah. No.
I had a plan and that blew up in my face.
See, I thought you were talking about life in general. That's why
No.
I'm like, we I don't know. Like, do we have like a plan? Like, I don't think we have a plan.
No.
Pretty much. There's not really a plan.
No.
Because if you don't have a plan, then the next thing you know, you could end up in Australia in a lifeguard house playing Shrimpy Boy. So, I mean, you got to leave your doors open, right? Why close the door? They say if one door closes, another door opens. And then if another door opens, another one closes. And if you're in a door that spins around in circles, you might be there for a while. But at least you're going around in circles. And if you say wee enough, it can be kind of fun. So, that's like a life theory. So if you're in a revolving door, all you got to do is just say wee, and then you're all right. You can keep spinning around that door for a while, and you don't know if you're coming or going.
No.
So you're completely fine.
You're cool.
You just said wee, you kept going, good to go. You're fine.
good.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Exactly. That's right.
Uh-oh.
I just spit all over the mic.
Ew.
Because you started yawning and then I laughed and then I think I got the splash. I hope it's still working. Oops.
Hello? Is this thing on?
Hello.
Hello?
Hello. Maybe we should have ate more chocolate. What do you think? At least we have a
No.
good set today. At least we have a nice set. It's
I do.
decorated
It's
nicely.
very pretty. Yep. Do you want to bring out the album of the week?
Huh? We just got started.
Yeah, what's your point? Why do we have to end with it?
Oh yeah, I guess we could bring it in and then kind of keep
I
going.
try to end it after the album of the week, but usually
Doesn't have to. We can break format.
Yeah, usually you want to keep going anyway, and I usually have to walk off set. So
Why don't we break format? Let's
break
break
format.
format. What's the format anyway? We're breaking format, but we're not because we're bringing in a CD, which is a cool format.
don't catch your sweater on fire.
Oh yeah, I'm trying not to. Plus 44 coming in this week with the album of the week. Super stoked on this Plus 44 album from a few moons ago now,
Oh my
but the songs on this album are
That Is
amazing.
an album. solid front back.
Amazing. Plus 44.
You know, I thought they were going to make more albums.
Yeah.
I really did.
Lycanthrope, Baby Come On, When Your Heart Stops Beating, Little Death 155, Lillian, Cliff Diving, Interlude, Weatherman, No It Isn't, Make You Smile, and Chapter 13. Crazy. It's a really cool album. I love this Plus 44 project myself. And I think you probably knew because you probably took this out. But if you take it out, it has all the stuff and it also makes a plus, which I thought was pretty smart. And, you know, it is little touches like this that are pretty cool. Because when you open other ones, they don't open like this.
Nope.
But when you open this one, what does it do?
Makes a plus.
It makes a plus. Look at that. So Plus 44 was plus way before plus was plus. I think that's all I got to say.
Well, see, plus 44 had the plus in front of the 44, not after the 44.
Oh, yeah. Right. Yeah. Okay. So maybe their plus, if they were 44 plus, then they would have been more plus than plus. But since it's plus 44, maybe their next album's got to be plus 44 plus. And then that could be a lot of pluses, but there wouldn't be any minus to that. That's for sure. That's for sure. Or maybe they could be double minus 44, which would still be plus 44 if you do a little bit of math. I don't know. And whatever. But that is the album of the week this week. Plus 44.
There it is.
Super cool album. When did you listen to that for the first time? What do you remember the first time that you discovered Plus 44 as a sweet musical project?
I do, but I don't have a time reference.
Fair.
Because I was very excited about it.
Yeah, totally.
And I love Mark's singing voice. So I was like, yay, a whole album of Mark singing. I'm happy.
Yes, and not only did it be awesome, it still be awesome to this day. So,
Yep.
an album that can keep going and be
Great
awesome
sing-along.
many moons later is sweet, and Plus 44 fills the season with joy. And I think Baby Come On is probably my favorite song on that
Yeah?
album. I love that song, man. I don't know why. I just think it's a great tune. I just really think it's a great tune.
It is a good tune.
Yeah. I mean, When Your Heart Stops Beating was the title track, I think, right? Wasn't that
Yeah.
the title track?
Yeah.
But Baby Come On is my favorite tune personally off of that album right there.
I feel like I am not prepared to choose a favorite song.
Then you don't need to. You don't need to.
Yay.
Do you remember the first day that you got your first bass? The first day
Yeah,
that
I
you
do.
got your first bass? Tell me
Yeah,
about
I
that.
do.
Tell me about that. Where did you get your first bass? Your first official one?
My first bass was...
Tell me the story of your first official bass. I want to hear it.
Prom music.
Okay. All right.
It was one of those Fender starter packs.
Cool.
And so it came with like the bass, the practice amp, which I still use. to this day,
Nice. Nice.
some cables, a gig bag. I don't remember what else was in it. But it was like basically your average starter kit.
Sweet. Totally.
Candy apple red, because it was the only one that was there.
Cool.
Yeah. And it was in this, like, everything was in this sort of box.
Cool.
So there was, like, the tall part of the box that had, like, the bass in it. And then, like, there was a square part that kind of stuck out that had the amp in it. And I went with a friend of mine to go get this. And us being the people that we were, thought that we could just, like, carry this thing home.
You could just carry the whole bass and the whole thing just home, and you didn't live close.
No.
Okay. All right.
No. Well, you know where we lived.
Yeah.
We didn't make it all the way home.
That's a good walk. That's a good hike.
We made it to the bus terminal though.
Oh, okay.
So we
okay.
walked with this thing, and I had no idea how heavy it was. Like, it was
Not
fucking
light.
heavy.
Not light.
Because you've looked up that amp before. You know how heavy that little amp is.
Yeah, it's
Plus
pretty
a
heavy.
bass.
It's pretty heavy. Yep.
It was dumb. It was a really stupid idea. It would have been a lot smarter if we would have opened the fucking box and put the bass in the bag and like the cables and shit in the bag, and then one of us carried the bag and one of us carried the amp. That would have been smart, but no, we were dumb 20-year-olds, and that's what you do when
And you
you're like 20.
Kicked it into hero mode, right?
Kicked it into hero
You kicked it into hero mode, and you're like, we got this. And then you're just like, man, I'm tired. This is heavy, and this is not working out.
Yep, so that was my first.
So you brought it onto the bus to get it home after that, is what
Yeah.
you did.
Yep, and it's a conversation starter.
Yeah.
People are like,
Oh, what's that? Oh.
and I'm just like, leave me alone. I don't like to talk on the bus.
Yeah, I agree with you. I'm not much of like a bus talker myself. I just usually have music on or chilling or whatever. Yeah, I agree with you. Totally agree with you.
I try to avoid. Sometimes you just can't.
Sometimes you can't. Sometimes you just have to make a nice friendly conversation. You know,
Yep.
just like, hey, how's it going? What's up? What's up?
Sometimes I try and give people the hint, like, yep, and then
Yeah.
I start trying to do something, but they keep
Today,
talking, I'm
you
like,
know,
"No."
I kind of don't feel like talking a lot today. You're having one of those days, right?
Have one of those days.
Or evenings, maybe even. But that's a cool story about your first bass amp.
Yep,
I liked it.
yep.
That's
That's what
fun.
it was.
And now you still have that bass today, and you
No,
still
I
play.
don't.
You don't? I thought it was that one.
No,
Oh,
no, that's not that one.
news flash,
No.
news
That
flash.
one is a better quality.
Oh, did I ever see that bass then? The one that you're talking about? Because I thought it was this one.
Okay, I think so, because it was the one that I donated to Silver Youth Rocks.
Oh, you donated that one. Cool.
I don't know
cool.
where it ended up, but
Was it black?
no, it was red. I said candy apple red.
Oh, shit. I thought you were talking about. Oh, yeah. I'm getting my bass amps confused. My head is
You
thinking
keep
about
flipping
another
between
one.
basses and bass amps. That's what's fucking you up.
Oh, yes. Shit, you're right. You're right. Thank you for catching me on that, because that is what is going on. That's why I'm not seeing it right. The red one. I do remember that one at the program. Yeah.
Yep,
Yeah. That's cool. I hope it ended up somewhere sweet. Anyways,
I hope so.
Wherever it ended up.
It was a good little starter bass.
Yeah. For sure.
I learned the basics on it and
Basics.
basics.
The basics.
I am still not
yeah.
like I play bass either by ear or by tab.
Mm.
Don't ask me what fucking note I am playing. I have no clue. Not a bastard idea.
And I've learned this because when I play keyboard and she's playing bass, I'm like, I'm doing a C, and you're like, I'm like, I'm doing a D, and she's like,
I'll find it. I'll figure it out. But
I'm like, this is a C, this is a D, and you're just like,
I don't note.
but you can hear it, and then
Yep.
as soon as you hear it, you're just boom, boom, you're like, you're right on it.
Yep.
Which is really cool. And I think
Get
that's.
from my grandpapa.
Is that a unique thing, or do most bassists like prefer notes, or is it more preferring by ear as a bassist? I'm just asking what your preference is.
Depends on the style of music you're playing.
Style of playing. Okay.
The only I do kind of wish that I would have, and I still could, I suppose, but my brain capacity is limited.
Brain capacities are limited.
It is, and it's filled with a whole lot of science. So I wish I would have taken the time to learn, like at least the
Did mine go out too? What's going on?
key.
What the heck is going on here?
Anyway, yeah, because when you're jamming with people, I've learned how to figure out what notes to play on bass by
Cool.
watching the guitarist. Usually,
Yeah.
but it would be cool to know like keys, because if you're say jamming along with like a blues group or something and they're like, okay, this is in the key of E, with bass it's always just like walking,
Yeah.
like
Jam along. Finding the vibe, finding the pocket.
but I don't know what keys things are.
So when people tell you that, it's like I can't really. So your advice to somebody that's starting off is to learn that, I guess. What you're trying to get at.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to, but I think it is definitely a nice little tool to have in your back pocket.
Sweet.
I was a punk kid. I'm like, I don't need that.
That's true.
No.
Do you think there's a lot of things as adults that we regret not learning as kids? What do you think? Because like as an adult, it's harder to learn certain things, especially languages. I find it's harder.
Yeah.
I try, but I don't put in enough time. I'm stuck on arigato and konnichiwa.
I've
That's
told
like all,
myself
that's like what I got.
so many times I was
You
going
know.
to learn French
Konnichiwa, arigato,
and Japanese. I never got
arigato, arigato. That's it. So you thought you were gonna learn more Japanese, but you also
French.
and French. Yeah, it's hard, eh?
Yeah,
It's
hard.
like it's
Yeah.
tricky.
Yeah.
It's tricky.
Yeah.
It's tricky. What style of bass is what you come back to playing for you, as far as like the thing that you like to play the most on the bass? What do you come back to?
This weird combination of punk and blues.
Cool.
And I think I get that style from Duff McKagan.
Cool. Punk and blues style
Yeah,
bass.
it's like a punk and blues sort of
Cool.
mishmash, where like I'll do like little runs here. Well, not as much now because I'm out of practice. I have to get back into more practice.
Playing it more often.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But like I'll do like little blues runs in between things.
Cool,
But
cool.
I play in a very punk rock style.
Oh yeah. Okay. Mm.
Yeah. So it's
Sweet,
like this little
sweet.
combination of things.
I like that. See, and that's the opposite that I like to play on drums. I don't necessarily like to play that fast. I find I can only play fast for small spurts
See,
of time.
That's the beauty of putting blues and
Um,
punk together.
Is you don't have to necessarily play that fast. You can kind of mix up the speeds of it. Yeah. And it's like kind of like edgy, but it's like, chill. Weird, like unique vibe. It's a weird,
Tones
unique
it down
vibe.
just a little bit.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. It's like it's still punchy, but like toned down punchy.
It's got more of a groove to it.
Yeah, I like the groove feel of that energy for sure. Yeah, and like when I'm playing and you're playing together, I think a nice pocket is kind of like average style, like alt rocky things. I think that's both where we like meld good when we're playing together. Just like average speed, kind of nothing too fast, but like not slow. We don't like play like slow
No.
stuff together. We're just kind of like these average speed kind of jammers, I guess, when we like jam a little bit. It's kind of like what I feel anyway. Nice. Plus burps. Amanda plus burps equals plus burp.
My stomach feels wonky.
Now your stomach feels wonky? Oh, man. Well, I'm just happy to be here and talking to you here.
Oh, thanks. Ow.
It's always fun to come hang out at our lovely bar and chop it up and talk about life
Yep.
and catch up on good times.
Catch up.
And everybody listening, we know that maybe this episode, oh my God, if we put people to
Sorry.
sleep,
I'm sorry.
we hope that maybe for this episode you're like you wanted something to put you to sleep. Maybe you can't sleep. Maybe they can't sleep and this will help them sleep. I
Hopefully.
mean, maybe this is what somebody needs to just be like, "Oh man, thank God I can go to bed
Yeah,
now."
this is the most boring shit
This
I've
is
ever
the
heard.
most
Good
boring
night.
shit I have ever heard in my entire existence, and now I can have a good sleep. Wow, they are awesome.
We'll redeem ourselves next episode.
Yeah, I mean, I think sometimes you just need to have one where you're really just helping people maybe get to sleep. I think maybe we'll call this one like Slumber Down Under, or like maybe like I slept in the Kremlin and made it out alive, or like
Kremlin.
Lo-fi plus Kremlin,
Lo-fi Kremlin plus.
Lo-fi Kremlin plus. What about like Kremlin? It's got to be something with Kremlin in it. Sleepy Gremlin in the Kremlin. Or something like that. That's kind of cute
I
too.
like that. That's fun.
A sleepy gremlin in the Kremlin. Sometimes you need things to help you go to sleep, honestly.
I have a
What
fan
helps you go to
sound.
sleep? What helps you go to sleep?
Fan sound.
Fan sound?
Yeah, I have a fan sound on my phone.
Whoa.
I eat the sound of the fan. I've been like that ever since I was a kid.
The ambient noise thing is real for many people. They need ambient
Specific,
noise to fall asleep.
It's got to have the fan, a specific fan noise.
I had to find you the fan noise.
You recorded the fan.
I think I might have punked that clip.
You recorded it.
Did I?
remember.
Yeah?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Cool.
I remember that.
That was a
And
long time ago.
That's why the beginning is louder than the other parts of it.
Oh, yeah?
Because you were trying to figure it out.
Oh, so that's why it does that. Oh, I didn't even know that. Well, that's cool. That was so long ago. That was like moons ago, dude.
Yeah, I know.
Moons ago. Yeah, so we'll call this one Sleepy Gremlin in the Kremlin. And maybe we'll go, when we go to the Kremlin, we'll like take a nap there. Isn't it a mall or something? Am I thinking of something else? Is it a church?
It's either like a
What
church
is it?
or a political building. One
What
of
do
the
you,
two.
what goes on there? Like, do you even
Nobody
know?
knows.
Do they play bocce in it?
Virgin sacrifices.
Is that what it is? Is that what goes on in the Kremlin?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's not just like little bocce games, or they don't play like hopscotch or draw like snowman or
They
something.
sacrifice virgins.
They
and
don't. I
babies.
thought it was like maybe an endless snowball fight or something
Virgins
fun.
and babies.
Oh, what about just an endless snowball fight? Why does it always have to be something so deep?
Virgins and babies.
Life isn't that deep. Just have a snowball fight. What happened to snowball
You
fights?
can't go that deep with virgins and babies.
But, okay, well, I'm not even going to comment anymore because I feel like I'm going to say something so ridiculously dumb that it's not going to pan out well for me. So I'm just going to go back to snowball fight and talk about snowball fights and having snowball fights and how fun snowball fights are. Do you remember the game? Do you remember the game with the snowman and you would throw snowballs at each other? Have you ever played this game for a computer? Where there's there's like a set of snowmen on each side, and then you throw snowballs at each other inside the game. And the whole computer game is just snowball fighting. And you have snowmen on each side, and they throw snowballs at each other, back and forth, back and forth. You never played that game?
No.
It's so much fun.
I'm sorry.
It's a snowman game where you throw snowballs back and forth at each other, and that is the entire game. And it's great. It's like, I don't even think it's 3D. It's like 2D. It's snowmen, and they're going...
Huh.
It's a super fun game. I'll have to show you it.
cool.
I'll have to show you it.
Okay.
I'll try and find it. There's no Kremlin in it. There's no Kremlin in it.
I'll tell you this later. This doesn't need to be said to these people.
Oh, you have a secret comment?
Yeah, you made me remember something.
Uh-oh, you have a secret comment.
Yeah, I'll tell you later.
Oh, no. I better be good. Please tell me it's good.
Sure.
Good secret
I don't know.
comment.
It's kind of neutral.
Oh, but it's gotta be pretty. It's gotta be
kind of a
pretty.
giggly.
It's gotta be pretty weird if you can't see it here. So we'll save it.
Well,
I'm interested.
it's
I'm
like-
interested to see what this is. Yeah,
Just in
a little
the-
private.
No,
little
it's
private.
Not even that.
Is it
Just-
private?
It's not necessary.
Is it private? It doesn't add
It
anything.
adds to the bore. I don't want to add to the bore. This is
we've
like
already put people to sleep
supreme
enough.
bore. Yeah, I know.
Like I mean, I think maybe this whole thing could just become about putting people to sleep. Do you think we could like go
we're
down that avenue?
self-included.
Do you think we could go down that avenue?
What?
We could be like the thing people tune into at 1 a.m. to like just go to sleep. Like that could be a pocket. Yeah, talk right in there. Whisper
Hello,
something.
you are listening to Amanda and Ian at the bar. A dinosaur and an alien. Us. You. Sleep.
You may now peacefully fall asleep as you proceed to the next thing that you do with your day, which is probably going to be fall asleep. And if we haven't put you to sleep yet, we hope that our gentle, peaceful outro will slumber you into the next realm. Don't forget, if you would like to join me this Thursday, I will be doing a live stream, and you can come find me on Bandcamp.
This guy. Live stream.
I'm going to be doing a live playthrough.
Wiles with a Z.
If you would like that. But for now, go to sleep. If not, you can catch me on Thursday, and we'll be doing a live playthrough of an upcoming album. And like Amanda said, good night from Dinosaur and Alien. Peace.